Hi kids, and welcome back to day 4 of camp meeting. Hasn't it been amazing? The speakers have been amazing. I have been amazing. Yeah, give me a round of applause. Yeah. Come on now, give me a round of applause. Ha ha ha. Well, my friends, today we continue my story in learning to share Jesus. As Pastor Alex told me earlier this week, how can I share Jesus if I don't understand Jesus? And yesterday, we got closer to understanding Jesus. That Jesus searches out for us because we are of value. Even if we're lost, even if we're dirty, we still hold our value just like that lost coin. But you see, at this point, I was still wrestling with it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to invite Lupe yet. Hey, stop that. Sorry guys, that's my dog. He's playing with his toys and he doesn't know when to stop when I'm making videos. Anyways, so then Pastor Alex continued, and that's where we pick up today. Stay tuned and enjoy. Hey, come back here.
Hello, this is Pastor Tracy, and it's good to be with you here at Oregon Camp Meeting Juniors. I was 11 years old when my mom and my dad brought home a new pet for us. Yeah, his name was Boo, a black Labrador dog. You know, he was about 3 years old, and he was about as high, came up to my knees. He was a medium-sized dog and with black, smooth, silky hair. You know, we loved Boo, and Boo loved us. There's something about black labs where when their tails wag, it doesn't just wag like this. Their whole rear end, their whole backside just wags. I mean, they are so happy to see you. And Boo lived at our back door. So in my family, we have outside pets. Some of you may have inside pets, but my family had outside pets. And Boo had a carpet right there by the back door where Boo would sleep at night. And whenever we would come out in the morning or throughout the day, I mean, Boo was right there with us, his tail wagging, and we would go walking down the sidewalk. And Boo had this strange thing that Boo did. He would take his mouth and put it right over our hands like this, like he's holding our hand while we're walking. See, his mouth was right about the right height for where our hand hung, and he would put his hand, and yucky, slobbery, you know, but Boo showed his love that way. He would put his mouth over us. He wouldn't bite us, but he just wanted his tongue or his mouth on our hands, and it was kind of yucky and stuff, and we'd like, Boo, stop it. But Boo loved us, you know. He just loved us so much, and we loved him too. Boo was an amazing puppy. He was an amazing dog. You know, the beautiful thing about Boo, though, is he was always waiting for us. No matter where we were, if we would come out of the house, he was there. If he heard us coming out of the house and he was out in the front yard, he'd just go running fast to the back door to find us because he was always waiting for us. You know, that's kind of like Jesus. Jesus is always waiting for us. No matter what, he's always happy to see us. He's always waiting for us. Now, Boo would follow us to school. We lived in a little community where we would walk to school just a couple of blocks away, and he would follow us to school. We tried to get him to stay home, and Mom would keep him home, but sometimes he would get out and she would have to tie him up, but sometimes he'd get out and he'd follow us to school, and then later after we were gone, while she had him tied up at home, then she could untie him and he would end up at the school because he knew we were there. Boo always was coming to school, and when we would get out of school, there's Boo waiting for us to get out of the school building and walk home with us. Boo would even come to church with us because our church was down the street as well, and we would walk to church, and sometimes we had to tie him up, and sometimes we'd get out of church and there's Boo at the door of the church just waiting for us. You know, he just couldn't wait to see us. And again, that's kind of like Jesus, you know. Jesus just can't wait to see us. He's so looking forward to seeing us. And someday he's going to come and get us and take us home. But there's just this love with Jesus that is always with us, and he's just longing to see us. One other thing about Boo is that when we would be out playing, Boo would run with us. I mean, he would run. We'd get on our bikes and be riding, and he would just be running with us, and we'd turn around and come back. He'd be running back with us. He always had to be playing with us, no matter what. And sometimes we would get angry at Boo, and we'd say, Boo, you stay home. Go home. Stop it. Quit following us. You stay here. We would get angry at Boo, and, Boo would put his tail between his legs, and he'd walk home, and or he would kind of just scrouch down, and he just knew that we weren't happy with him. And we would get angry at him because sometimes he was just a dog, just a nuisance, just a pest. But even in those times, no matter how we treated Boo, he still loved us. And again, I think of Jesus, how no matter how we treat Jesus, he still loves us. He always loves us. Even when we say those things that aren't nice to others, or even to him, even if we neglect him or don't spend time with him, even if we don't say our prayers, even if we don't even talk to him or give him attention, Jesus is amazing because he still loves us. And juniors, at this camp meeting, I just want to say to you, stay close to Jesus. When you show up, when you call on him, when you say a prayer to him, when you just call his name, he just can't wait to see you. Kind of like Boo at the back door. Just can't wait to see you. Jesus just, big smile on his face. He's so happy. When you go off places, he wants to go with you. He wants to stay with you. And sometimes when you get upset with Jesus or upset with others, you just can't hurt Jesus. I mean, okay, he might be sad. But no matter what, Jesus still loves. At this camp meeting, I just hope that you can find these things to be true with your friends and others around you, and especially find these things to be true about Jesus. He loves us, and someday he's going to come. He's going to take us home, and we will live with him forever. Juniors, enjoy camp meeting, and we look forward to seeing you the next time. You have a great day today.
Hey everyone, thank you Pastor Tracy for sharing with us about your dog Boo, and for reminding us that Jesus loves us no matter what and is with us through everything. Now, yesterday, Pepè was still trying to figure out whether he wanted to invite Lupe to his party. But I'm glad that Pastor Alex is there to help guide Pepè into understanding what would be best for him and what Jesus would do. Yesterday, we heard the story about the shepherd and how the shepherd went after the lost sheep. You know what? I think that Pepè is getting under more conviction. I don't think it's the Taco Bell he ate either. Hey, let's go follow more of the story right now.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness. Ooh, may cry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness.
for a second?
Yeah, for sure. What's up?
Earlier today, I was sitting outside and I read the part in Luke 15 about Jesus eating with tax collectors and sinners, and the parable of the lost lamb. And I got to thinking, could I be wrong? I mean, you're right. Jesus would party with Lupe, but I'm struggling with the part about calling Lupe friend.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, in the parable of the lost lamb, Jesus picks up the lamb and brings it home. Because even if the lamb is lost, it's still part of the flock. But what if the lamb doesn't want to be found? Or what if it's not found at all?
Well, if the shepherd hadn't found the lamb, it probably would have died. It would have fallen in a hole, or worse, it would have probably gotten eaten by wolves.
Exactly. A lost lamb is worthless. If in this story, the lambs represent people, aren't lost people, I know this sounds terrible, but aren't they worthless? I don't think it's fair to call them friends if they don't want to be found. And I don't think Lupe wants to be found.
Did you keep reading?
No. Well, you see, Jesus knew that the Pharisees were thinking the same thing you're thinking right now. Really? Yeah. In the next story, Jesus talks about a lost coin. Money. Now you have my attention. You better have my money. But suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. How irresponsible. Won't she light a lamp and sweep the entire house and search carefully until she finds it? Well, if she lost her coin, her house must have been a mess. And when she finds it, she will call in all her friends and neighbors and say, "Rejoice with me because I have found my lost coin." If I just found money, I wouldn't spend it on a party. In the same way, there is joy in the presence of God's angels when even one sinner repents. I don't get it. She lost money. Money is valuable. Of course she went looking for it. I wouldn't let my money go missing. Exactly. The coin could have been lost for days, weeks, months, maybe even years. Yet the woman never stopped looking for it. Why? Because it doesn't matter how dirty the coin gets or how long it's been lost. It still holds its value. Dirt and time do not make something that is of high value. It doesn't make a treasure any less valuable. And valuable things are worth searching for. So, in this parable, God is the woman and Lupe is the coin? Yep. Lupe is like that coin. In fact, all of us are like that coin. It doesn't matter if we are lost and dirty, we still hold our value. And that is why God would search everywhere for us until he finds us. Also, the coin doesn't know it's lost. In the same way, many times we do not know that we are lost, but God searches for us anyway. My heart. You should really see a doctor for that. Actually, I think this time it might be conviction. God is working on your heart. Yeah, maybe.